Hello horror fans and welcome. Tonight we are a step away from the safety of streetlights and familiar stories and deep into the deep, uncharted woods. Long before the forest had names, before the roads cut through mountains and lights chased away the dark, there were already stories of something living beyond human reach. Not a ghost, not a demon, but a presence. Across centuries and continents, cultures separated by oceans described the being. A towering figure covered in dark hair, walking upright through deep wilderness. A creature that did not hunt humans, but did not fear them either. In the Pacific Northwest, Native American tribes spoke of the Sasquatch, the man of the woods. Among the Salish people, he was described as immensely strong and capable of lifting trees and hurling stones, yet intelligent enough to understand human speech. Children were warned not to wander too far from the camp, not because the creature would kill them, but because it might take them. The Yurok told of stories of forest giants who punished those who disrespected the land. The Choctaw spoke of the Nahani, beings that moved silently between trees, watching villages from the dark. These were not myths meant to entertain, but warnings meant to unsettle. And what is extra unsettling is that these stories did not just stop at the edge of North America, they travelled throughout the world. In the Himalayas, villagers spoke of the Yeti, in Australia the Yowie, in Russia the Almas, and in South America the Mampinguari. Different names, different lands, but always the same description. Tall, broad, hair covered, human, but not human. For thousands of years, these beings existed comfortably in oral history. No debate, no disbelief, just existence. That changed with the modern world. As cities grew and science promised explanations for everything, creatures like these were just pushed aside, labelled folklore, superstition, imagination. Up until the summer of 1958 in North Carolina, a road construction crew working in Bluff Creek arrived one morning to find something impossible. Footprints. Massive, deeply pressed into the mud. Not bear tracks, not human. Each print measured over 16 inches long, with a stride far too long to belong to any known animal. The local newspaper ran the story as a curiosity, jokingly naming the mysterious creature Bigfoot. Now, over the decades, with so many different sightings across the world of this Bigfoot creature, will we ever know whether it is just completely made up, or is it genuine? Now, for me, it's got to be not made up, but it's definitely pulling pranks, or I don't know, hallucinogenics or something. There's no way that creatures like this can actually exist. It just seems too unrealistic for them to exist, especially with all the technology we have nowadays. That if something like this was to actually exist, we'd have seen, there'd be concrete evidence by now, instead of just these old wives' tales that honestly don't mean anything. But there is always a part of me that wants them to be real, just because it is absolutely fucking insane for something like that to exist, and just morbid curiosity. Now, if it's one of these government conspiracy theories, aliens definitely exist, but we're never going to see them at all in any way, shape or form. purely just because of the vastness of the universe. But anyway, I'm getting distracted. There is absolutely no way that this could exist. It could have just... There's got to be some sort of explanation as to why people are saying that Bigfoot exists in some capacity or another, surely. But the question is, what is it? Is it a 10-foot tall, hairy, human-shaped beast with massive feet, or is it just something that's just grown out of all proportions? Leave your answers in the comments, and like and subscribe as always.